everyone. Like he just said, I'm here to talk to you today about smarter and cuter bots, specifically Twitter bots. To give you a little primer in case you don't know who I am going to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm also going to talk really fast, but you can ask me questions later. Not about me, but like about the Twitter bot. My name is Rachel White. I'm Oho on Twitter. I'm a tech evangelist at Microsoft. I really love cats. I also love really cute things. And I also love Twitter bots, making them, following them, especially weird ones. They're super fun, super great. I'm really a big fan of making weird or atypical stuff, things that just aren't your standard web application or little like blinking LED. So last year at Node Interactive, I actually spoke about RoboKitty, which you can find at that URL. And it's an automated cat feeder that's powered by a node.js application that's running using Johnny 5. So there's like a website, you push a button, it dispenses cat food, cats are happy. It was really fun. I also do weird glitch art in my spare time. So these are some lenticular prints that I made with generative glitch art that I made and saved frames from synthesized video. I also make video games. So this is a JavaScript, there's a theme, it's cats. This is a video game that I made about my fat cat, Rick, who just likes to be pet and play with things. And it's in JavaScript using a library called Phaser. So I pretty much just like taking the existing languages and frameworks and all that stuff that we already know and doing fun stuff with it. So let's get back to cute Twitter bots. I also built one of those. This one is really cute. It's a very nice and cute and friendly Twitter bot. It just wants to be your friend. Basically, when you follow it, it tweets compliments at you, and then if you reply to it, it sends you more compliments and really cute cowmoji. It's super fun. So, segueing from the cute bot that I built, before we get into the actual bot that we're going to talk about, I wanted to talk about other notable bot types. This can be not necessarily Twitter bots, but for the examples, we're going to use Twitter bots. There's a few. There's Markov chain bots. There's corpus fed bots, so bots that are having like a body of some kind of text that is feeding it. There's also generative image bots, and just plain weird bots that don't really have a point and are just there to like make you feel weird, I guess. So let's talk about Markov chain bots really quick. What is it? It is a stochastic model describing a sequence of possible events in which the probability of each event depends only on the state attained in the previous event. Makes sense, right? So like a visualization would be this little drawing here that I did. It is basically with two states, A and B, in our state space. There are 4 possible transitions, not 2, because a state can transition back into itself. So if we're at A, we could transition to B or stay at A. And if we're at B, we could transition to A or stay at B. Makes total sense for everyone. We're all on the same page. Let me give you some examples of it in use so it makes a little bit more sense. This is my ebooks account. What it does is it goes through my whole entire Twitter account, and then it grabs pieces of it and uses rules such as transitional parts of speech, and if the conditions are met, it smushes it together. So here's some of my favorite ones. I promise that these are not original tweets that I had sent. I had a night full of so many things that I wish to be satire, or that I want to be satire. And my favorite, I can be provoked by a bird. I actually had to copy and paste the last one and make sure I didn't actually say that, and I didn't. I don't even know what it's from, but it's good. So that's usually what a lot of Markov chain bots are used for with Twitter, the ebooks accounts. Next, we're going to talk about corpus-fed bots. And what is that? In linguistics, a corpus, plural corpora, or text corpus is a large and structured set of texts, nowadays usually electronically sorted and processed. They're used to do statistical analysis and hypothesis testing, checking occurrences or validating linguistic rules within a specific language territory. The way that people use it is often in natural language processing, but it's more often used with generic Twitter bots that combine or utilize text snippets in a more generalized way. Darius, whose tiny versions on Twitter, has this amazing GitHub repository that's called Corpora, and it has like, it's all user contributed, and it's just a huge list of everything that you would ever need. And it's a really great place to get started if you wanted to generate something. The cute bot that I showed you earlier is Corpus fed. I have a ton of lists that I mashed together, and it's super cute and nice to people. The other types of bots that people often use are generative images, and those are pretty much SVG generative through Tracery, which is a JavaScript library that allows you to find and replace text more easily, but somebody found this genius way to replace SVG properties, so you can generatively create SVGs that are then embedded into Twitter, and it swaps in the gradients and points that it's created, and it's super cool. There's also generative image bots that are compiled through Imagemagick or Graphics Magic. There's also bots that just alter raw image binaries. I don't know if you've ever opened up an image in a text editor and just like changed letters or numbers and then looked at it, but it's pretty cool and it makes it really glitchy and it's cool. So here's some generative image bots that I really love. This is Tiny Neighbor. It was made by Amanda Glosson. It was made through Tracery Find and Replace. This is a SVG that gets generated once a day, I believe. And it was made through Cheap Bots Done Quick, which is a website that I'll tell you about a bunch more of those. There's also Soft Landscapes. So V21 is the person that made Cheap Bots Done Quick, and you've seen a lot of these pop up. This one's really popular because it's pretty. This is an example of the Tracery code. You can see that it has some of the placeholders where it says like gradient points and gradient 12 and a bunch of other stuff that gets swapped and replaced. I don't get it. It's really, it blows my mind how they have the patience to like figure out generative SVGs. It's really cool though. And now just like weird Twitter bots. And what are those? Oh, they're just weird, some weird stuff. But it's usually a lot of corpus-fed text, random images, and general nonsensical Markov chains for the purpose of being weird and fun. For example, there's Claromancer, who just tweets things. There's also, this is my personal favorite, Ominous Zoom. It's pretty fun. So, what are we making? We're obviously making a Twitter bot. We're going to utilize Twitter's streaming APIs, Graphics Magic, Microsoft's cognitive services, specifically the Face API. And now I'm going to tell you a little bit about all of those things. TWiT is really fantastic. It is a NPM package that allows you to access Twitter's APIs in a more friendly way. You pretty much just make sure that you have Node and NPM installed, go to the TWiT repository, sign up for the Twitter app for auth tokens, and then you're ready to go. I know that's a lot more easy, but I go into it in depth later. Graphics Magic we're also going to use. It is a tool to create, edit, compose, and composite images. It's super versatile. You can access it from the CLI. You can use C, C++, Lua, Perl, PHP, Python, TCL, Ruby, Windows, .NET, or Windows COM programming interfaces. And there's a Node port of it, which is great, because that's what we're talking about. And it's called GM. But it's kind of a pain in the ass to use. So Graphics Magic is a fork of Imagebuy, which is written in Perl, and it is very particular. Also, down and up sampling of images is kind of poor quality, and when we're putting something on Twitter, it's already going to lose some of its quality anyway, so you just have to deal with the fact that it's going to be a little rasterized. It requires some hacky workarounds to get it to do exactly what you want it to do. And in Node, you have to do a ton of callbacks to do multiple compositing. And the thing that we're building has like 6, so it's really ugly to write, but you know, it works sometimes. And to host it on a server, you have to be able to have access to install some binaries for it, which is you know, a problem if people are doing their own self-hosting and stuff. So now we're going to talk about Microsoft Cognitive Services. It's rad. I'm not just saying that because I work there. I swear it's pretty good. It's a whole suite of machine learning REST APIs. Like if you can post a form and hit an endpoint, you can use any of the APIs. Here is almost all of them. Computer vision, content moderator, emotion, face, video, Bing speech, Custom recognition, speaker recognition, etc. Lots of Bing things. There's a ton that you can do and play with. It's super, super easy to use. If you know how to use an endpoint, you can use everything. And for today, we're going to use the Face API. The Face API is really great because it detects one or more human faces in an image and gets back face rectangles for where in the image the faces are, along with face attributes, which contain machine learning-based predictions of facial features. There's a lot of attributes for features available: age, gender, pose, smile, facial hair, 27 landmarks, which are XY coordinates. It's pretty handy. So let's try it out. Let's look at this very flattering photo of myself with green hair. I ran it through the Face API, and it comes back with a rectangle around my face, points where my eyes are, a point on my nose, point around my mouth. It's really easy, and then you can manipulate that as you see fit. And I know you're probably like, all right, what exactly are we making? If you follow me on Twitter, you already know, but if you don't, much like Sailor Moon transforms into an already cuter version of her cute self, we're gonna make a magical and cute image bot. So I was super inspired by Japanese buri booths. What they do is you go in, takes a picture, it makes you extra cute, it puts cute blush on your cheeks and animal faces and animal noses. So that's exactly what I wanted to build. So now it's code demo time. All right. So I am going to show you today how some of those things work. I have my TWiT thing up here. I hope these access tokens are still active and not revoked. And then we're going to have all of the TWiT access tokens, which you get from like app.twitter.com. You have to provide your phone number. It's a pain. And then all it is to post is tpost statuses/update, and my status is going to be tweeting this from a bot during my talk at Node Interactive. Hi, friends. I forgot to swap that out last time I gave this talk, and I ended up tweeting just like, do, and it was weird. So let's see. Require twit, that is twit1.js, so node twit1.js. Please work. Am I on the internet? Yay, we got something back, and now we can go and double check if it actually worked. Come on, I believe in you. This is the internet's fault, not mine. It's definitely not Edge, how dare you? All right, we'll check back. The next thing that I wanted to show you was more specifically how the Face API works. So I am providing that same extra flattering, oh, that's a different flattering photo of myself. And then I'm gonna run it through the client for Project Oxford, which is a really awesome repo someone made. I'm not sure who made it, but they made my life easier for these demos. So we'll do node face.js. And then it's going to return, it's going to guess my age, and it guesses me older than I am, which is kind of offensive, I'll be honest. But it'll also return a whole entire object with the XY coordinates. I think the internet is down. Of course it is. I have a hotspot if we need to, but I don't think that there is time. So, all right, let's go to the last one, which does not require the internet. So, oh, yay, thank you. Tweeting this from a bot during my talk at Node Interactive. Hi, friends. Yay, it worked. Cool. And then we go up here, and that's still waiting. So, oh, of course, making me look bad. You can see it returns. Oh, come on. There. You can see all of the face points and then the XY coordinate, and you can do with that as you see fit. It thinks I'm 32. I am not 32. Yeah, it works pretty rad. And then the last one that I'm going to show you is combined. Sorry, what? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Wait, can I not? I don't think I can. There we go. Cursor size font. That's big. Is that good? Yay! So yeah, it returns all these properties. It even tells you if your face is tilted or not. And then I'll increase this too. So this one is going to be a little demo of how graphics magic works. So so what we're doing for this is we're overlaying something that I'm not showing you yet because it's a secret. And we're going to write it temporarily, and then we're going to combine it with cats.jpg, which is this cute picture of my cats. And it basically draws the other image on top of cats and then puts it as output, which is not present right now. So node.combine.js. Yay, it worked. And then we come back here, we go to output, and it puts really cute overlays and stuff over my cats. It's awesome. Cool. All right. So now I'm going to show you how we did the, oh, I started all over. Oh, I know how to fix this. Sorry. Oh, that's too far. How do I do the present from slide, other Microsoft people? Yeah, it is F5. You're smart. Go. There we go. No, okay, whatever, it doesn't matter. So we're doing the magical and cute thing. We're going to go into that Twitter code, which is this one. So I made a huge overlay of these cheeks and eyes and stuff. And if you go to, oh, we're just going to do this. How's it going, everybody? I have this really great habit of not giving a talk unless something breaks. So I've gotten really good at talking when things go wrong instead of freaking out, because you really can't deal with it when this stuff happens. And I give a lot of hardware demos, so those never work, especially when you're up here. So of course, as my career goes on and I transition into other things, nothing goes right. So I'm going to show you how everything works first, and then we'll go back to the code really quick. So magical and cute image bot, Puri Booth, showed you some code. This is what the image bot that we're building does. Takes a picture of you, and it overlays really cute noses and cheeks and ears and cute hearts and stars and stuff on it. And the way that it works is you tweet an image at it. I have a Twitter stream open. Whenever it receives an image, it sends it to Microsoft's Face API. I get those XY coordinates back, and then I overlay a random ear or nose thing. It works with like a ton of, you can put up to, I think, 64 people in a picture, though sometimes it like misfinds your facial stuff, and you'll get like a big nose over 5 people, which is fun, I think. I launched it last week. It was really awesome. People immediately tried to break it. Sometimes it glitched out, but it ended up being super cool. This is it. It's magical and cute if you want to try it with the letter N. You have to follow it before you tweet an image at it. And then we're going to have to go all the way back to the end again. The code for it basically just takes the regular app and listens for the tweets. I'll make this bigger. And it runs through, it checks for a bunch of conditions, like if you're following it, if you added an image, and then if you meet all of the right conditions, it'll take it over to face.js, which does all of the graphics magic compositing, which is like so many functions and callbacks that are getting the coordinates and finding the right position on the image, and then smushing it all together until it's all met, and then it like packages it up and sends it back out. And gets really cute and happy. And yeah, if I can get one slide to show again, so I don't have to scroll through all of them. Oh no, okay, well that's it. I'm just gonna leave this so you can see it. That's the end. At 1 minute, I did such a good job. I don't know if anybody has any questions. I can totally answer them. I know I spoke really fast and had some technical difficulties, but especially like in regards to graphics magic, you can find my slides at aka.ms/smarterandcuter. All of the code is on my GitHub, which is rachelnicole/magicalandcute. I'm cool.online is my website. That's the website that I have for all of the projects that I've done. And Rachel is, I sound like an ass. Rachel is awesome is my personal site. And, oh, how was my Twitter name? Yeah, it's honest. So yeah, thank you.
So we're actually, a round of applause, please.
Oh.
We're actually out of time, but this is right before lunch, so if you guys want to hang out for a little bit, if you have questions, you're more than welcome to. So any questions from anybody?
So in this demo, it's a static image that it'll look at. Can you do like a live real-time?
Yeah, there's actually there's a streaming API for facial recognition that Microsoft has. It's pretty neat. When you go and visit the main campus, there's a demo of it. So people are walking by and it's finding their faces and like telling you information about them. And you can also use it to overlay stuff in real time. So sort of like how Snapchat's face thing is, but it even does depth a little bit with the pitch, roll, and yaw attributes that you back with the face landmarks. So that's pretty neat. That's actually my next goal. I want to do the same thing, but with live video. Yep.
Any other questions? No? Okay. Well, another round of applause for Rachel, please.
Yay. Thank you.